might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They check second to 10. Hey.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett. First down, Brissett. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. A first down throw for Brissett. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Brissett. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Willis, he's the one. To get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Bridgewater on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. The numbers on the ground for McKinnon last week. 10 carries, 75 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
From the 41, Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 55 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Jerick McKinnon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 27, Brissett caught here by Bell. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Play fake, Brissett. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. The numbers for Bell on the ground of the game last week. 20 carries, 71 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Menardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Brissett. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
from the 31. Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Bridgewater to throw it. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. In for the score. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field. And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it. Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Bell running on 1st down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Brissett. That's complete. It's Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A run by Bell on 1st down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On the draw, it's Olesen. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw is Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Watch 2 movies. Just got back on.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
baby.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. To throw is Bridgewater. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
She's unhappy. And,
now Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
our relationship.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. On the stop was Aaron Donald. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll throw again. Brissett. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it.
Offense.
So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Like, sometimes you can mirror, because he has brought
Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. Blitz coming, and and down he goes. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
I wasn't this and I wasn't that, and they're just like, I've been doing everything, and I was like, well, you could.
Bridgewater.
He was getting money. Everything was cool.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. That he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try with McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jarek McKinnon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Prater for the extra point. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A pass there complete to Sutton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost it. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
He's going to take a shot, and this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get that back to Allen, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing, Brissett, right back for Allen. This time he finds him, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Brissett to throw on 1st. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brissett. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brissett again. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now his defense, and he's going to go down again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And the pressure gets to him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So I won't go to court, and now you battling with the fields and all of that.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Carl Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Brissett. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Brissett on 1st down. This short throw caught by Goddard. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Into the air once more, it's Brissett. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.